doTERRA family. This is Elena Brower. I am a double diamond in the US with doTERRA. Super proud to be here. Thank you for asking me to join this chat. So I'm here to talk to you today about the use of essential oils in your yoga and meditation practice. As one of the creators of the yoga collection, I'm really proud to talk about that collection, but I also have 4 blends that I would love to share with you. Blends of 1 blend and 1 oil for you to use during your practice. So you'll have to wait till the end for that. It's going to be great. My yoga journey started in 1989 in college. And I went to my first yoga class. It was part of a martial arts class. Fell in love with the practice. Didn't take another class until I graduated. That second class, though, was in New York at a yoga studio. It was my first proper yoga class. And it was the first time that I had taken anything other than ballet. Ballet, everything is about what's wrong, what you need to fix, and what you can do better. And yoga was all about what was right. And so I fell in love with the practice. I committed myself to doing it as often as I could. And then I took a teacher training in 1997 and 98. And that's when I started teaching in earnest. So it's been more than 20 years teaching. I'm so proud of the work that I get to do. It's the work of helping people get closer to themselves, closer to their families, closer to the truth, closer to what really works to help them stay well. And that's all that yoga accomplishes. There's, of course, the translation of the word, which is literally yoking or union, unifying your brain, your mind, your body, your heart, and creating of yourself one clear aim. So often my mind is thinking of one thing, my body's doing another thing, heart's feeling another thing. And when I practice yoga, and when I do it regularly, as I do now all the time, everything is lined up. Everything works together in the service of anything that I'm doing. My doTERRA work is very similar to the way that I feel about teaching yoga. I'm here to help families heal and stay well. I'm here to help families get in better communication. I'm here to help anyone who practices with me or studies the oils with me get in closer communication with themselves. So to that end, I would love to talk to you today about the yoga oils, the yoga collection, which is what I use when I practice. And as I said, I have these 4 other little pairings that I love. They feel like some of my biggest, best secrets in the oil realm. But first, let's talk about the yoga collection. I was really honored to help work on this. We'll start with Anchor. It's your steadying blend. It's the most grounding, delicious. It's all about self-trust. And this blend is one of my favorites. It has lavender in it. It has frankincense in it. What else? Cedarwood, cinnamon, sandalwood, patchouli, black pepper. Yes. Did I mention cinnamon? Cinnamon's important in this one. I get the feeling every time I use this that I've just landed. And that's what I wanted to elicit here in this blend. When it comes to the Align blend, which is the green color, you may have it named something else in your country. If you're watching this from, let's say, Australia, Align is really about self-acceptance and aligning with your self-worth, your faith in yourself, your faith in humanity. It's a very particular blend. It did take me a little bit to get used to. It has bergamot, coriander seed, marjoram, peppermint, geranium, basil, rose, and jasmine. It's a beautiful, potent blend. Wonderful if you have sore muscles. Wonderful if you are in any way having like a little knot in your neck or something. Just be awake to the fact. And similar to Anchor too, I should have mentioned this. It's really amazing to support mood, grounding, stabilizing. But I want you to be aware that the Align blend is photosensitive because it has as its main note bergamot. So just be aware if you're going in the sun, do not put this directly on your skin in a sun-exposed area, okay? Just want to make sure I say that. Bergamot is a real doozy if you get a sunburn with it. Between Anchor and Align, I don't have a preference. I prefer them together. It's what's true. I love to layer these two. When it comes to Arise, which is the orange, sparkly orange, I was so happy when we got sparkly labels for these. Focus, lightness. This I use for meditation. I put a little drop on the top of my head, and I'll tell you where I use the other ones next. Arise is very special. Lemon, osmanthus, melissa, Siberian fir, and grapefruit. Incredible. The formulations blew my mind, and the way that they were put together really came together in such a very magnificent way. And I have a lot of respect for the people with whom I work to create these. The anchor blend I usually put on my wrists. I'm learning from Desiree Mangendog, and I would put it on my forearm all the way up into my little elbow crease there. Especially when I'm practicing Vinyasa. It's really nice to have anchor and align blended like this. So every time I move my arms past my face, I can smell them together. I love using Align in the middle of my practice. So I'll keep the Align right at this top of my mat so that when I'm doing a pose, maybe I'm getting into a series of poses or a Vinyasa on one side that's long and arduous and I need some energy, I will actually apply Align before that. I'll put it on my little wrists. I'll put it on my neck and my little pulse points again if I'm not going in the sun. And it's not, I don't want to say it's my favorite smell. It's just not my favorite smell. But it is potent in the purpose that it serves to get me aligned with what I'm doing in that moment. And again, Arise, awesome on the top of your head. Awesome just to put a little bit on the tip of your nose if you're about to meditate. And very often before meditation, I'll just take a little bit of Arise on my fingers like this. And I'll just wipe the nostrils of my nose. So that's what I smell when I'm breathing, which is so lovely. Also nice after doing that to use the hand for alternate nostril breathing, which is lovely. So those are the yoga oils and how I use them and why we created them the way that we did. The pairings are where it's at though. And I'm going to give you the first pairing. The first, now that you have it, adaptive and tamer. My goodness, these two together are so delicious. You could also use adaptive and rescuer, which is also really sweet too. These two together, they're never far the kids' oils. Okay, but adaptive and tamer, I don't know why, I just love them so much together. I will roll both on my outer arms and then engage with my practice. This one you're gonna love. Jasmine and Brave. Delicious, beyond delicious for yoga. The mornings when I'm feeling, well, the women can at least identify with this. The mornings when we're feeling less than pretty, or if we're feeling heavy in any way, physically, emotionally, mentally, Jasmine and Brave are the perfect antidote. Energetically, physically, again, all over your pulse points. I love to rub the two. I'll open both of the bottles and rub both of the bottles along the back of my neck and the hairline. And then with Jasmine and Brave, I'll put a bunch in my hands, and the best feeling. So uplifting and also very centering somehow. So those two together are wonderful. I happen to love Calmer and Cardamom. These two. Gosh, when I'm feeling mentally overworked or overconcerned, the recent events are all requiring Calmer and Cardamom. The oil of objectivity, the sweet calming of the Kids Blend Calmer. I can't say enough about that combination. And typically, I used them today. Before I came on with you, I applied these two together. And so I feel very, what's the word? I feel very capable right now and also very calm. And I attribute that to the cardamom and the calmer together. The last blends. Now, you could do this. I'll give you two options. One is your Real Rose and Stronger, which just amplifies the rose that's present in here. Or the Real Rose and Intune, which I love. So feminine, so pretty. when I'm feeling less than feminine, or I'm feeling challenged in some way, or I'm feeling like I've hardened in my heart for some circumstance, Intune and Rose are perfect. And if you have the roller, that's fine too. I treated myself to the real Rose and I have never regretted it for one moment. It's so important. I like to take this real Rose. Matter of fact, I'll do it right now if you have it. You can also do this with the roller. Put the little bit on your fingertips and then just fixes everything. So those are my little secret pairings that I love. I would also love to take you through a little sitting meditation if I might. I think it's important to just have a little practice in these times. And I will invite you to close your eyes. And I will invite you to, as you do, bring your attention right to the center of your brain. As though you could pinpoint the very center, from the top, from the sides, and right in the center of your brain, as though you could breathe there. It's just above the roof of your mouth. You can welcome the breath in through your nostrils, all the way back into the center of your brain. And then from there, exhale out through your nostrils. Good. Keep going there, just like that. 3 breaths. Good. Keeping your eyes closed, you can bring your left hand to your heart space and your right hand just on top of it. And think for right now about what it is that you would like to accomplish today. Not in the world, not productivity-wise, but what would you like to accomplish in your own heart? Would you like to feel more safe, more steady, more grounded, more focused, more aligned, more uplifted? And as you breathe now, welcome the breath in through your nostrils down into your heart space where your hands are, and fill that space with your breath. And as you do, bring that quality of breath in to your body as you breathe. Now bring your hands to your belly. And whatever quality of heart you want to welcome today, breathe it in from your nostrils all the way down into your belly. And blow up your belly like a little balloon, and as you exhale, bring your navel back toward your spine. Three more like that. Now set your hands on your lap. Let your eyes stay closed. And just breathe naturally for the next few breaths. Allow yourself to receive not only the nourishment of the breath, but the nourishment of the quality of heart that you're welcoming into your body right now. Staying steady, kind, present. And sensing how each breath fills your belly, open spaces inside of your body, which is opening communication between the functions, the systems, even the organs of your body. That communication is critical for your life, for your health, for your longevity. Taking one more minute here together. Final few breaths here. Very gently dip your chin down towards your chest. And take a moment there, just with your eyes closed, to consider the space inside of your body as a place of light. A light that is to be respected, even venerated. A light that calls for your devotion. And as you spend time practicing a level of devotion to that light inside of you, the one that resides in your belly, in your heart, and in your mind, you become more able to feel that sense of devotion to the light that lives in others. In yoga practice, the use of your oils, all of it brings you closer and closer to that light. You can bring your hands to prayer in front of your heart if you wish, or just flat to your heart space if that's preferable. And with your chin down toward your heart, give thanks for the practice, for that light that lives in you and everyone else. Give special thanks in these times for all the ways in which we are learning how to overcome the pain and the trauma that has covered that light in some of us for too long. And lastly, a prayer for those who are suffering, for those who are in pain, for those who are in pain causing pain. And finally, as you bring your thumbs to your third eye, right in the center of your forehead, we give thanks for this time together, for this beautiful community that is doTERRA, of which I am so proud to be a part. Namaste. Thank you so much for hanging around and for your meditation today. Thank you.